Hello, Bison Nation. We hope you're all doing well out there. Jeremy Jorgenson and Director of Athletics Matt Larsen, and we're here to tell you how the Bison are doing and how we're navigating the process here at NDSU. And there's a lot to get to, Matt, so let's get right to it. I think one of the big things that we're working through right now is communication, whether it's administration to staff, whether it's coaches to players, whether it's players to the academics. There's a lot going on, even though there's no events right now.
Well, first of all, I hope Bison Nation is safe out there and doing all the proactive measures to make sure we get through this as soon as possible. But I've been in college athletics for over 25 years and nothing in our history has ever prepared you for something like this. And so, this is a people business. You're used to seeing student athletes and coaches and staff and fans walking through the hall, and that doesn't happen anymore. And so it's amazing what you can do with technology. And so I've been really impressed with our coaches, faculty and staff on campus, the way they've had to evolve in a hurry to make sure that we don't miss a beat in terms of education and continuing to get better from a sport perspective. And so it's been neat talking to head coaches and assistant coaches and the Zoom meetings, whether it's a full team meeting, whether they're having positional meetings, doing some video work and those kinds of things. And the biggest thing, our challenge here, is to try to have as much normalcy to what our student athletes are doing on a day-to-day basis. And the fact that they're back taking classes, even though it's online, a little bit more of normalcy. And so just been really impressed with the way and some of the conversations. And I think, some of our coaches, they probably had some more in-depth conversations over the course of the last month with some of their student athletes than maybe you get to on a day-to-day. And so just been really impressed with the way they've maximized a really unusual situation and tried to make the best out of it. So it's going really well so far.
It's only April, but camp season is in June, and I know there's a lot of questions out there. The youth of the community, the youth of the region really enjoy the camps. I think the coaches and players enjoy the camps. Is there any updates on where that is at?
Well, right now, our hope is to still be able to do camps in some way, shape, or form here this summer, and a lot of that, there's just so many unknowns still. In terms of where we are with the virus and moving forward to some normal activities. So I would say folks absolutely stay tuned, but our hope is to be able to do those, one, from a recruiting standpoint, but I think more importantly, and you mentioned this, is just an opportunity for people in the community to get back to some normal activity. And I know I can speak to my family's chomping at the bit to get outside, but that's not the right time to do it. Let's stay in and let's social distance. But when the time is right, being able to get back to some normal activity, get out and play the sport you love, is something that we're hoping to be able to do.
Well, the NCAA granted another year of eligibility to the spring sports athletes. They lost most of their seasons, so that's a good thing. But that provides some unique things for the department. And I think in college athletics right now, budgeting is a unique process with this pandemic going on, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it really is, and finances, whether it's lost revenue or savings with expenses because we can't do certain things, and trying to balance all those things at the same time. But really happy for our spring student athletes. One, I think just the way they've handled the cancellation of their season. It's one thing when your season ends normally, it's always hard as a senior, but to have it end so abruptly is even that much more difficult. And so the fact that they have at least the opportunity to come back again if that's something they choose to. And we've had a number of conversations with a lot of our seniors, and I think it's probably a little bit of a mix of some are already committed to grad programs, some have already have employment lined up for after they graduate, and so they're going to choose to move on, but there are some who are interested in coming back. And so we're trying to work through what that's going to look like from a roster management, what's it going to look like financially. But ideally, if they want to come back, we'd love to have them continue to be a part of the program and continue to be a Bison.
The ticket office and team makers very busy right now with ticket renewals, and I think engagement with the season ticket holders out there who have questions. And also there's a lot of talk about the fall sports schedule already, isn't there? Where is all of that at? Well,
as of right now, we're still planning on moving forward with a full fall season. And again, there's still a lot of unknowns there, but that's our hope and certainly our goal. We've had a lot of, and again, this downtime gives you opportunity to connect with folks in a different way. And so I know our ticket office staff, a lot of our folks with team makers and our development folks have had some really good conversations with fans and season ticket holders who just, again, have questions about the unknown. And so I encourage folks, if you have questions either about tickets, your team maker dues, give us a call and we'll talk you through that and talk you through the different scenarios. But the other good thing too is for folks, I know there's always been a need and a demand for new season tickets. We have some new tickets that are going to be available this year, and so if you haven't gotten your request in, it's something that you're looking to do, there's an opportunity where there hasn't been that in the last couple of years, and so new opportunities there for folks who haven't been able to experience the game in the Dome to be able to do that from a season ticket holder basis. So, but yeah, absolutely encourage folks. Any questions you have, any thoughts, absolutely reach out, and we'll be here to make sure we get those answered.
No matter how long you've been in athletics, there's always a learning curve, and this is certainly one of those. What's the biggest thing you've learned throughout this process here?
I think, in athletics, you're always dealing with adversity. And, I think adversity and how you deal with it really reveals your true character. And so I've just been really impressed at a number of different levels from our student athletes and coaches, the way they've handled this adversity and understanding, yes, the thing they love to do has been taken away, but they understand there's a greater good at hand right now, and we're going to do what we need to do to make sure we get through it. So I've just been really impressed with their maturity and their perseverance through all that. And then you pull out a little further and you look at the community in the state of North Dakota and how proactive people, they understand this is for real and we have to take it seriously, and whether it's social distancing or staying inside and obviously it's impacting the economy, but it's the right thing to do right now. And but it's been great to see also how much, I've always talked about how great the Fargo community is and how much people are out supporting local businesses and trying to keep them afloat. And so those are the times where you like to see a community come together. No surprise that Fargo and NDSU as communities are all coming together in a really strong way.
Well, thanks for your time, Matt, and your leadership as well.
Jeremy, thanks so much, and be safe, everybody.
Yep, be safe and go Bison.